Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Gotta sing some footage. Yippity yay. Yippity yay, we do. Come on. Live stream online, online. Oh, look at this. We're live. Alright, super duper. Fantastic. Let me show you how this is done. Assuming I know. I'm gonna search Pluraleyes. Oh, and I got it installed. What do you know? I have this one and this one. I'm not sure which one it is, so I'm going to open this one. Oh no, something's wrong there. Let's try this again. Pluraleyes, spelled E-Y-E-S. Let's try that one. Alright, we got something. Now we're gonna open up some footage. What do we got here? What is this? Okay, there it is. There it is. Alright, if you don't have it, go get it. I'm not gonna help you with that. There are ways. That's all I'll say is there are ways. So go to Jobs, go to, I believe it's in Rick Zweig. Okay, we'll take this Christmas party. Oh boy, what do we got here? Media folders or files. Okay, let's drag in the Zoom audio. Why are there only two? That is weird. I'm in the wrong party. It's not the Christmas party, it's the Father's Day party. Okay. This is all the audio. We'll drag that in. Okay. This is a bunch of video. We'll drag all of this in. There is ABCHD footage. We'll drag all this in. Well, let's make sure it loads up first, just so we don't run into any glitchy problems. Come on, load yourself. What is this? Some files work never because they're not supported. Files say okay, images, fine. That's fine. Super. We'll take this, the ABCHD stream. Okay, and then what else we got here? Back up some folders. We've got this, like GoPro type footage. We'll pull these in. And I did make it a point to shoot everything 1080. I did not set these GoPro things to like 4K. Uh-oh, inconsistent audio sample rate. Great. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Back it up, and this other GoPro file. What's with this? Are these files? Are these videos? Open with. Oh boy. These are not video files. Oh, this is not good. Where are the videos? Oh, maybe these are them. No, yeah, okay, maybe those are them. And then these, maybe that's all of it. Yeah, this is this camera. That's this camera. This is two cameras. Okay, so this is just extra stuff here. Alright, so it's all here. Some issues are going on with let's take a look. Some issues are going on with audio sample rates being inconsistent. Anyway, we have all this stuff in here, and 45 camera clips, 6 audio clips. And so what you want to do is click synchronize and let the thing go to work and see if it does its job. We'll give it a minute to think. It says preparing media sync queued. We're doing this real time, so sorry that it's taking a bit of time. I'm not going to fast forward. You can do that, or you can listen to me say a blah blah blue blah 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 blue blah blah blue blue blah 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 blue. This says preparing waveform here. This got some green bar going. Things say they're doing stuff. They're going awfully slow, but supposedly they're doing stuff. I don't know what kind of problems this is going to give me. Oh look, when you click the thing, when you click on them, they start highlighting over here. Green bar is going. Says preparing wave form. So maybe it's got to, I don't know, maybe it's got to do extra work. I'm not exactly sure why this is X'd out. Okay. Audio recorder. Come on. Moving along. Oh, we have a question mark here. That's great. That's super duper. Where are these files? Okay. Uh-oh, virus threat protection. No, 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 no. Do not find any threats. Good. We don't care. We don't care. Come on, move it along. This is taking too long. I can't keep yapping and entertaining everybody. Preparing media sync. Queued. Green bar going. Synchronize should be going. Can we zoom in here? Okay, so what's taking a while is it saying preparing waveform. I guess it's maybe it's got to convert these audio files to match up. I really don't know what's going on here. I'm not used to it taking this long. One up display mode displays one track at a time. Two up display mode displays two tracks at a time in the viewer so you can easily compare them. Let's look at that. Okay. I don't know what that just did. One up, two up. Let's just go back to one up and keep this simple. Still got a green bar going here. I've got things happening. So it's working. It's doing something. It's just taking a really long time. So I guess I'll just let it sit here, real time. And you guys will either suffer with me or on the playback you skip forward. Yabba dabba doo. Whatever works for you. Preparing waveform. I guess this might take a little while because we've got lots of, well, almost actually, if it's done all this, hopefully we're getting somewhere. The green bar is about halfway. Hopefully this works and doesn't give me some kind of fail error. Last time I tried to sync with this, it gave me an error, but that had to do with the fact that audio was probably kind of incohesive on certain clips. But in this case, audio should be pretty cohesive. I don't know, we have some warning and consistent audio sample rate issue going on here. Those are actually on the MTS ABC HD Panasonic camera, which is interesting. I've really had that issue before. Oh, there's an error also. There's a warning, there's an error. So, wow, even on the DSLR Canon Rebel T3i footage, it says inconsistent number of audio channels. So I don't know what we got going on here. Oh, the audio sounds like it may have been recorded mono, which is awful because I did not set that recorder to mono. Let me check those files really quick. Those should not be mono files, but that could be our problem. Well, let's see if we open up Premiere and actually test audio, and we open up and let's right click on one of these properties, details, general, wave, details, bitrate 1411, did I miss it? Name, file path, doesn't tell me. Doesn't tell me stereo or mono, unless I'm missing something. I don't see that information. So let's take one of these and drag it in and take a look at it, and my guess is no, it's stereo. Well, that's good. That's good news. That is stereo. Okay. Actually, let's check all of these. That's stereo. Okay, this one's stereo. I take it they're all stereo. Back here, our green progress bar is going. It's going further along, preparing this wave. It's going slow, but it's going. Okay, oh yeah, this audio is blasted. This is going to be distorted here. What happened was we adjusted volume from one setting to another setting. So first there was really loud music and the input had to be gained down. Then there was an interview where the input had to be gained up, and that's probably somewhere around here. And then the audio was not gained back down again, and it went back to the loud music, which is why we have this big fat audio wave that's going to be probably useless in my guesstimation. Maybe not. I mean, it's up there. So, I don't know, actually, it's not awful. It's overdriven for sure, but it's not as bad as it could sound actually for a wave that looks crunched like that. I was expecting it to be highly distorted. It is hitting the red. It is overdriven because the mic input was set wrong, but possibly salvageable. I wonder, so maybe throw an EQ on this beast. Or a compressor, multi-band compressor. And I don't know, music mastering, throw an EQ on here prior to that, loudness, and maybe a dynamics, and on the dynamics pop on the limiter and see what we got. Well, it's salvageable, I guess. Alright, let's go back and take a look at this. Come on, our green bar, progress bar is up there. Looks like it's about 80%. Oh, the cameras have mono, which is weird. But it's still going. We're still getting somewhere, I think. Taking a while, but it's going. Check this audio. And pop these same presets on here and see what happens. Paste attributes.
People get ready. There's a train to Jordan. It's picking up passengers from coast to coast.
Alright, well, what we got here is still waiting. What do we got going on here? Our green bar is up. Check, check, 2, 3, okay. We're waiting for a moment here. Are we finalizing? What's happening? Come on, Pluraleyes. Give it to me. Come on, Pluraleyes. We got synchronize, preparing media sync queued. Where are we at now? Over here, we're on the last file. Come on, let's watch this blue bar. Let's watch this progress. Preparing waveform. Preparing the waveform. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're getting faster now. We're getting faster now. 1, and we should be good to go. There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Media error. That's super awesome. All that time for media error. Okay. Uh-oh, we got something. We're getting something. Come on, we got a picture coming in. Media error. What do we got? What do we got? Media error. I'm kind of frozen up here now. Come on. Come on, Pluraleyes. You've taken too long to give me a media error. What's up with this? For really though? Why you sit here and process all this and then tell me there's an error? Come on, for real? Ah, bananas. Not cool at all. Not cool at all. Am I going to manually sync all this? Must I manually sync all this? That is the question. And if the audio rates are not the same, that is not going to be easy either. Alright, I guess we are frozen up. Seems to be the case. So things are not going to be easy, apparently. Cameras are not syncing up. I'm frozen up here. So, yeah. Not really the ideal situation. So now we gotta go the other route, I guess. Now we gotta do things the way they gotta be done. So what we got here is, let's pull in let's pull in all of these. Okay, and pull all these in from scratch. We take this one that I have the effects on, right click, copy, delete all this, highlight all this, paste attributes, close this in, and we've got over 3 hours of audio. Okay. I guess that's the interview there, huh? This would be the interview. Alright, so we got, this is 4, this is 2, this is 3. So we have 1, we have 0, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they're in order. Back to Pluraleyes, we still have this error, so I don't think we're going to get help from here. So do this the old-fashioned way. double click here. Actually, don't double click there. Let's just open our folder we were in. And let's see how we gonna do this. So we take all this footage right here. And this is the main camera. I'm gonna pull this in. I'm gonna drag this in over here. And I'll take this and crank it up. Bring it down. Okay. Open up these tracks. Right. I'm going to put those there. Actually, let's raise these up because they're going to be on the top. Next, we have this GoPro footage here. We'll pull this in. Sorry, it's 9:20 in the morning. I woke up about an hour ago, kind of early. Have not washed up or anything, so I kind of have this like frog in my throat that's annoying me, but I keep trying to clear my throat, and it probably annoys you too. I'll turn off the mic when I do it. That way I don't cough into the microphone. Okay, so I got these files. I'm going to drag these in next. Well, this is the old-fashioned manual way then. Next, after this, this is bad. This is a cheap little camera, so the footage quality is not that impressive. Whereas this has some nice, good footage. Alright, and then what else we got going on here? Back it up to Pluraleyes sync isn't going to work for me. ABCHD stream. Grab these files. These will probably be the easiest to sync up. Alright, let's drag them in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Pull them in. I'm holding it here there. Gonna give it a minute to think. These will most likely be the easiest to sync up over there. Let's pull this stuff down. We'll pull these audio files down even more. Okay. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Something we left. Nothing. That's junk. Okay. Now I think there's one more camera. That camera is, I believe, maybe that's not, oh, there is another camera, it's this one. Alright, so we'll grab this, that, yeah, yes, wat, nis, cat, sis, rat, dis, smat. Okay, and we'll take these and start moving things over. And we'll take these and pull them in as well. There's all kinds of footage here broken up in pieces, so this is kind of going to be a little annoying, but it appears we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned manual way because Pluraleyes is not cooperating. Now, let me just say, it has worked before. I have used Pluraleyes and it's worked like a charm. Last 2 times I tried to use it, it did not work, so I don't know if it's an issue with the program or it's just an issue with the footage that I'm pulling in. Like maybe the footage is not friendly. Obviously something's going on with the audio sample rates, which might pose a problem even for the manual link up. That is something I apparently neglected when setting up the cameras. I don't know why they're recording at different audio rates. I would have imagined they were, for the most part, set to similar audio rates, but now what do we got here? This is a better GoPro type camera. This is the Yi 4K, even though it's not set to 4K, but actually pretty decent quality. This footage over here is probably, this is really dark. That's a little brighter. Not the best quality, but probably usable in some instances. This footage is awful, probably mostly unusable, but I might be able to like brighten it up and make it some kind of weird effect. Alright, so I don't know how we're going to do this. I'm going to have to look at the audio and manually do this, and this is not going to work just yet because all these audio files need to generate their audio waves, which haven't been done yet. This one's generated. It's overblown as well here, really loud, distorted. These have not generated yet. These have not generated yet. So sitting here waiting for all this audio to conform. These have not generated yet. These have down here. So okay. We could in theory match these up one by one. It's going to be a little tricky because it's actually not going to be the best way to do it. It's going to be the best way to line up my cameras that we're recording. I'm going to pull these back for now. That's my main footage back here. This is my good camera. Assuming I was in focus. So this is the only camera actually right here where the interview was taking place. So all of this actually here. Let's change this from full to quarter, just so we could, what do you call it, scrub faster. So this whole interview section here could be synced up because this is the only camera that would have been running on that interview. And that interview is back over here, I believe. You got 3, 4, okay. Somewhere over here. So what's this? Okay, this is acoustic stuff at the end. Alright, so that interview is going to be actually over here. And so how are we going to find this and sync it is the question. Well, the answer is we just are going to do it. So it's hard to edit all this when you don't have a view. So I'm going to spread this out. Alright, so this shouldn't be that hard right here. I just got to find the words that are being spoken, which might be a little tricky. Let's see. All right. Let's see, so if I start this audio here.
When I decided I was going to go to New Orleans.
Is that where you want to
When
Okay. So about the song he wrote. All right, let's put the audio back on.
When I
Right there. So we found it. All right. So we got.
Is that?
Okay. So this is going to be over here. Let's see. Okay, so all this is junk here. What do we got? We got.
It's up tempo.
Alright, so we're going to say when he says it's up tempo.
It's up tempo.
Alright, so right there. So it's up tempo. And then we will find that over here. Right there. Alright, so we found that part. And we're going to sync this wave with this wave. And you can actually see how they sync up.
It's up tempo. It's up tempo. It's a white boy trying to do a black.
There we go.
Black here that I wrote. Tony loves.
There we go. We're synced up here. Now we do have the effects on this, but the volume's low, so I'm going to crank this up. Alright, so we got this. Alright, so we got this. I can crank up, let's see, let's crank the multiband up. Upward compression +8 to give it more volume.
That's what we're doing this show. Everybody knows Chuck Berry. Don't need no rehearsal and just get on the stage and go.
Alright, there you go. So we're synced up with this portion of the interview, and at this part I would have cut camera off and back on pretty quickly. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to take this audio and cut it, kill it out. Let's see what we have on this one. What do we got? This looks like it belongs here actually with the clicking sound. Looks to me like it actually might fit here, but maybe I'm wrong. Could be wrong. Okay, we could be wrong there, but let's see what we got. Oh, what's this over here?
I learned most of that stuff.
Okay, that's not right. Okay. What do we got? This. We're gonna have to see what we got here. I'm turning off over here. I'm muted. I'm turning off the channels really quick just so I could hear what's on the separate channels. Okay, so he's losing his train of thought, so we gotta find that in this file over here.
I learned most of that.
Right there. Alright, so he lost his train of thought. We found it. We found his train of thought. It's over here when he loses his train of thought. Right, we're a little behind. A little behind.
I lost my train of thought. I was going to say, that's something that's sure. So, Joe, we have a lot, we remember in the 80s and 90s, we were
okay, so I'm going to pull this audio out.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to check it over here in the spot where the waves look a little more. Oh, see, they pretty much match up, actually. They're hard to see on this green file, but they're pretty much matched up. So this portion is good.
When I was saying how you doing those days, they send these artists out without bands, and we back them up. We play for them.
So there you have that, and then in between the two there's a little segment here that's pretty much trash, but I might as well try to match it up if I can here. Alright, so what do I got in this audio here? Manually, just slide it in place. A little off. I think I'm off in the wrong direction. Maybe this way. That's close enough. Kill that audio.
I learned most of that stuff.
And so that's the interview. Oh, there's more of it. We got more of it right here. Let's see what we got. I'm sure it's going to sync up somewhere in place here. What happened is I had to kill this. These cameras only record, the DSLR cameras such as the Canon Rebel T3i, those type of cameras. They only record in HD up to a 4 GB maximum, and what happens is the files cut off around 10 minutes. So if they don't cut off by themselves, you have to you should manually stop and start when you're in the ballpark of 10 minutes. And so the videos get cut, but you stop and start immediately. So there should be a small little gap here. Should not be anything major, but let's see how quickly we were able to recover. Turn off and on. To me it looks like this belongs right about here, and I'm just looking at the visual of this wave lining up here and there, and then these waves is a little off. Right about there looks right. So I'm using my eyes and my ears, but I bet this is going to sync up right on time. So if I pull this volume down, it should all sync up still.
What the downfall of that is.
Alright, so we got that, and we have a little bit more here at the end. And that's all synced up. So what do we have here at the end? Oh, it's already right, almost on. I just gotta look at it. To me, it looks like, it looks like it. It's hard to tell. Okay, so it's a little off. It's actually way off. It was better before. I'm gonna undo. Maybe this way. Okay, so he's on Jazz and Blues here. And Blues is right about here-ish, so now I think we're in the spot, assuming.
I heard statement, I don't know if you agree with it or not, or what you might think, is that, jazz is more, they say, about jazz, not the swing, big dance stuff.
Okay, so that is on, and we have one little more section here for the interview, which, let me see what we're saying here. Okay, so battery's almost dead, just gonna, alright, so we find that. Right here, exactly there, actually, pretty much on point.
just gonna say thank you to Joey Orr
Just a little off.
for letting us ask him.
Right on. Pull that back out. Drop this volume.
And if any more,
Okay, there you go. And the interview is synced up. That little portion is synced up. The rest of these files are still conforming. So this whole section here can kind of be, I want to say, like, I guess it could stay there for now. I felt like just taking it away and putting it somewhere else, like over here in the back. But it's fine. It's fine where it's at for now. What we can do is maybe we can, I wonder if we nest it or link it. Group it. What happens if you group it? It all goes together. Nice. Group it. It's a group on. Well, there you have it. This section's lined up.
might be watching this. I don't even remember the name of the record, but if I sat down, I could remember that she had 2 or 3 hit records out at the time. And even heard of it.
What we can also do here is, I should not have got his big belly there. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for a white balance, which I don't necessarily see anywhere in the shot. We could pick his teeth and go white on those. We'll see what happens. Effects. Fast color corrector. Oh wow, it's going to go on everything? Tell me it's going to adjust everything now. Is it? Come on. No, it's not doing anything. I can't get effects because I'm grouped? Really? I guess I can't do anything because I'm grouped. So right click, ungroup, and then give me my effects. Take my dropper and put it on his teeth and just see what we get. It's going to be bluish. That's kind of interesting. What we should do is take Rick's hair and make that the white balance. There we go. So this is before, this was after, and what we can do here is crunch some blacks in, possibly pop the mids, 1.1 maybe. Crunch the blacks at, I don't know, let's try 20 and see if we're not too dark. Let's see if we're not too dark here. Take it off, put it on. I think we're too dark. So maybe put it at 10. And did we take out too much color? We may have. So maybe cut this back a little bit. Compare again. Off, on. Okay, this is our main subject here, so we'll take it off, on, off, on. So we can add back a little color, maybe like 120%. Gives that color back. Off, on, off, on. Maybe cut, maybe I'm crunching the blacks too much because he's got dark skin, so let's bring it back to 6. Color correction off. Color correction on, off, on. Now what we can do is grab down here somewhere under the media, under the project over here, we can grab adjustment layer, click OK, drag our layer on top here and drag it across the whole thing. And this is where we'll take this channel and copy, or just actually copy this fast color corrector, copy it, delete it, and put it on the adjustment layer, paste it on there instead. And that way we turn the adjustment layer off and on. We see our effect. And what we can also do to this adjustment layer is go back to effects, go to unsharp mask. You can search for these are my favorites. And on the unsharp mask, actually, you know what? I think I might want to boost the mids to 1.2, give it a little more brightness. And then on the sharpness, I want to take the amount and put it at, let's say, 2. And the amount can stay at 50. But then I want to duplicate this by pressing Control-C, Control-V, and paste a new one. The new one, I'll put the radius up to about 6. The amount down to about maybe 25. Silence. And then here's off, and here's on. Here's off, and here's on. Pretty major difference. Off, on. And let's see. Oh, focus is a little off on this camera. But this is off. This is on. See if we got Rick anywhere. There we go. See what Rick looks like with. Oh, focus was a little off. Okay. This is on. This is off. On. Off. On. Off. On. Has a little more. It's just got more to it. It's popping. Brights more. It's got more sharpness. The color tone's a little better. Similar, but still nice and bright. So we have the interview section pretty much adjusted. The sound was adjusted as well. This clip's a little too dark, but I was probably adjusting settings at this point, maybe. Alright, so we got him. And if we were to take it off, pop it back on, off, on. These files are still generating, so you can see these are way overdriven. These audio files are going to be all distorted. Might be hard to sync up. In the back we have our main camera for the performance. Over here, these files still have not generated their sound. I wonder if there is any sound on this camera. Oh, this is going to be bad if there's no sound on this camera. This could be why we didn't get it synced up with Pluraleyes with this media error. Error consistent number of audio channels. I don't know. Something might be weird on the camera that the audio was not recording, so that's going to be a tricky one to do by eyesight. But where there's a will, there's sometimes a way. And that's all we're going to do for now because these files are still loading up. This is literally like 120 gigs worth of files of sizes. And so they're still loading up. I'm just going to save it and I'm going to come back to this later. And this is going to be over now. Have a nice life. Thanks for watching, even though I'm sure you didn't. And subscribe to all my channels. Go down below on the page and there's like all these awesome channels you can subscribe to, and just go do that. You'll feel better about yourself and it'll be an enlightening experience in some way or another. I gotta go let this dog out. Shut your snout. You shut your snout. It's time to eat some food. You shut it.